Please tell me the evil eye's coming. Tell me the evil eye's about to make an appearance, man. It's been a while. What's up, y'all? We back at it with another chapter of Dandadan Chapter 194, man. And them doing this battle in the airplane, it's just something I wouldn't be a part of, man. I don't even think I would get in the plane under these circumstances just on the chance that a battle could happen if I was part of the Dandadan crew. Call me a coward, call me whatever. I'm not getting on the plane. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll do it in real life, but like in this world, nah, bro. Too much could happen, and you have little control in the air of what you can do. Now we have it where JiJi is on this plane, and with him being on the plane, that's the chance that the evil eye could make an appearance. Now, I really love the evil eye, design, so I love seeing, him involved in any chapter. But under these circumstances, that's the one time I would be like, hey, yo, JiJi, you can't even get on the plane with us, bro. You got to stay wherever you are. If we need help, we'll call you. Don't come to the plane. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That's how it would be. But we about to get into this chapter review, man. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Let's get it. So the chapter starts off where you have the old lady who's hijacking the plane with her kids. I assume they're her kids. I could be wrong because they do call her mom, so I'm thinking they're her kids. But you got it where, Momo and them are saying, you were arrested, like what are you doing here? And you have it where the old lady is pretty much saying, because of Momo actions in that arc where they were trying to sacrifice JiJi, they said because of her actions a lot of people lost their lives when the volcano erupted. And you have it where Momo says that's a lie, that never happened. And I don't know, maybe there's a chance some people could have got taken out due to Momo action, and we just didn't see it. Maybe it was off screen, off panel, and it's been a while since I read that arc, so anything's possible. And I wonder if there's some truth to what this old lady is actually saying to Momo. But you have it where she says she hears the voice of Momo, but she doesn't see Momo. Of course, we know that's because Momo is tiny. And we got characters such as Seiko, who doesn't even know who this old lady is. And it's crazy because I know Seiko was a part of that arc, but maybe when she showed up, it was after the lady took off, which is crazy to me. But anyway, you got it where her kids, the old lady kids, starts attacking the Dandadan crew. Of course, you have it where Dino Girl instantly knocks out her opponent. Momo knocks out another one of her opponents with, a briefcase using her psychic abilities. And she also is telling everybody to be careful because these guys have knives. And it's crazy to think that these guys are facing off against kids, and they pulling out weapons. The kids don't even got weapons, but some of them got powers. But these guys are unaware of all of that. And you got it where these guys are pulling out knives. I'm like, yo, they some cowards, yo. And then just facing someone in general who has a knife in a confined area, that's kind of crazy because, you don't have the room to kind of move around and avoid the blade, so it's a greater chance that you're going to get cut as opposed to them not being able to cut you. So you have it where you see Zuma friend is getting boxed the hell out. Like, this dude is beating the crap out of Zuma friend. And you have it where the old dude is just like, help. He's just screaming. He's too old to do anything. He can barely move. He's so frail. We know he's a young guy in an old man's body, but yeah, he can't do anything to help. And he's just, talking very quiet, like, help. I just imagine that's how his voice is, just on how they actually drew the panel. But of course, you got it with Zuma, he can't see, so he's using his hands to feel around on his opponents, to see where his opponents are. And you have it where the person who's facing off against Zuma starts punching the hell out of Zuma. But because of that, Zuma was able to locate this guy's face, and Zuma punches the hell out of him, sending him flying. Then you have it where another opponent comes up to Zuma and starts beating the crap out of Zuma, and then he uses that opportunity to feel where his opponent is, and then he give him a headbutt. Then it's crazy because Zuma has his umbrellas on the plane attacking people, but you would think his umbrellas would come to his aid when he's in danger, unless Zuma himself is making his umbrellas protect the other people on the plane, unless that's the case. Now, I don't think it is, but that could be the reason why they didn't come to his aid while these people were beating him up, and then you have it where he actually feels Dino Girl, kaiju form, and it looks like he was about to attack her, but for whatever reason, he doesn't, because she starts speaking to him and telling him to, like, yo, chill out, hide up under the seats, you can't see, you're at a big disadvantage. And you have it where these guys are going straight towards JiJi. JiJi managed to knock one dude out and send him flying. And it's crazy because the old lady dodges the guy as he flies past her. You would think she would catch her kid, if that truly is her kid, and be like, yo, are you okay, my child? Something along those lines. But of course, you have it where the evil eye sees what's going on, and the evil eye is trying to come to the forefront, trying to come to the surface. And JiJi is saying, like, yo, come on, man, you made a promise with Okarun. Remember, like, yo, that you're not allowed to kill people. But it seems as if, the evil eye, the way he feels towards this old lady for everything that actually went down, that hatred and anger is something he can't hold back anymore. He wants to come out and just cause straight mayhem. But the fact that they're on a plane, like I said, this is a dangerous situation. Like, I want to see the evil eye, because I think the evil eye, gets down. But at the same time, like, given the circumstance that they're actually on this plane, the situation is crazy. But you have it where the umbrellas are flying around attacking people, and while this old lady is going to take advantage of JiJi trying to keep the evil eye at bay, you got it where she's trying to approach and attack, and she says, like, yo, I would have thought y'all would have exercised the evil eye by now, but if you got that thing inside you, go ahead and let it out. She's encouraging it. Now, does that mean she's a lot stronger than she's letting on to be? I mean, why else would you want the evil eye to come to the surface, unless she feels like all of us could just die right now, like, we can end it all by letting the evil eye out and no one survives? Unless that's her motive, where she just have so much anger for Momo that she feel like, yo, we all could be taken out together. And so you have it where she's dodging the umbrellas and still attacking JiJi. And then you have it where Seiko jumps in and she interferes, and you got it where they're actually throwing hand-to-hand combat. This panel looks dope as hell. Of course, you have it where the old lady's like, yo, who are you? And then she's like, yo, I'm just an old lady. Jin, get back. So she's pretty much telling Jin to stay back, that way to keep the evil eye at bay. And of course, while they're fighting, you got Momo jumping in. She's throwing more objects with her, with her powers, as well as the umbrellas are attacking these old men. And then while that's going on, you got the old lady shouting that everything that happened is Momo's fault. And the next thing you know, one of the engines on the plane actually blows up. And like I was telling y'all, like, this is a tough situation to be in. I would not want to be on a plane in this universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, in general, yeah, hey, do your thing. I travel from time to time, but in this universe, no, I'm not doing it. But you got the explosion going off. Everybody on the plane is being, shooken from side to side due to the explosion. You have it where JiJi looks out the window saying, like, yo, what caused the engine to explode? And when he looks out the window, he sees giant sharks. Well, I don't even know if they're giant sharks, just normal sized sharks flying in the air. You also see a mouth of someone, an ear, a nose. I think that's the only other, I guess, human face features that I see, but the rest are just different type of sharks flying in the air. And I imagine one of these sharks flew into the engine, which caused the engine to blow. So this is definitely someone's ability at work, but I feel like it's nobody's on the plane. It's some outside entity trying to, defeat the Dandadan crew members so they could take the powers for, German Saint. I imagine that's what's going on. Now, I could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. It could be somebody's ability on the plane, but it seems like the only people we're seeing right now is the Dandadan crew members, as well as the old lady and her family members, and none of them seem to have powers. But at the same time, this could be the reason why the old lady said unleash the evil eye, because maybe she felt like she had a counterplay to go up against the evil eye, and this could be it right here, the powers that's actually being utilized. But you also see, if you look in the background of this panel where the plane is flying and all these sharks are in the sky, it looks like some type of tornado, or at least a big giant cloud is in the path that they're heading towards. We don't know. We really don't know. This chapter really just left a lot of questions that need answers to, and we'll probably get it in the upcoming. Oh, I don't know. Dandadan like to make you wait. It likes to make you wait before you get your answer. So we might get it in the next chapter, or it might jump to a whole nother situation, but we'll just have to wait and see. But if you like this video, thumb it up, please subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.